Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back with a cast. It didn't take too long for me to come back. We're on KYANITE right now. We're going to move on to the SWL soon enough. I hope you guys are all having a great day. They're getting in the bans already, so we're going to speed this along. I hope everybody's having a great day. I know I am. I'm going to be your host, on-desk observer, and your boy in general, Sino. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. And my PC is lagging for some reason. We get sent on into... We're almost on the ban phase. Look at how much time we missed. Mira taking the next ban and one more until we are fully confirmed to get into the game. So, you guys know how KYANITE works, because this is where I started off with leagues. You guys know that it is a best out of one series when it comes to league games, only in the groups. So it's a best out of one just to get your good points. And this is going to be the first game, so you guys should be as excited as I am, because I am hyped. 2 double casts today, a double header right back to back. We're going to go from 1 to 2. I don't even think we'll be able to end the stream. So I know I'm hyped. You should be hyped, and let's just get straight into it. We'll get sent on into the 3rd floor on Cafe, and you guys know how I feel about a Cafe game. I love to watch a good game on Cafe, especially with VoiD and Miami Neon. You got the Unks on the left, and a team like VoiD on the right have faced so much adversity in so many different leagues, and I'm honestly excited to see how they're going to play it out. As of right now, the setup's not looking too threatening. They haven't brought the Azami into the roster, preferring a cap cano, which is kind of crazy, but again, to each their own. Barbed wire, the cocktail rotates, all default things. No mirror on the board by default, and Freezer looking a little bit underwhelming as they have not set it up yet. No feed holes and no shield to protect said feed holes or head holes, and I'm going to be in for an interesting round to see how they're going to be able to defend and adjust to this setup. As of right now, they're just attacking, getting things done, finding their utility, and the attackers will make their way onto the roof. Maybe try to find a cheeky kill or two off of the windows. Striker on the board, a very utilized op. We've seen him get banned a couple of times in the pro comm and just the competitive scene in general. Interesting to see how they'll integrate him. Capcan being brought into the roster is going to be a very annoying person to deal with. These head holes might be even worse, but as of right now, it's just all stationary as we wait for somebody to make the first move. First move has been made, and wow, a headshot from DCAG onto the head of Molly, and damn, that's our first kill for the first game of the season. And that is beautiful. Nomad looking to verse Doc very aggressively. Nomad proceeding to forget what a window is and going down very easily. And now the second kill, but this time in the other favor, Neon find their first kill, get themselves on the board for 1, taking care of Aquino. Defenders down right now for anything, as they've won most of their majority gunfights. Mozzie no longer having a C4, but dealing damage from below, but apparently he does have a C4. Hits some shots and confirms the job later on. Playing for it again, they're just completely unaware as to what is happening in Mozzie. He's just being an absolute powerhouse from below. They can't even get in a cigar. It's completely not set up, and he's just doing his thing from below. A man still on the windows, and one of them directly onto the site. The one who's now trying to attack the site has dropped the case, lost his life, and he's no longer with us. Kit left on the windows to play by himself, and there's nothing he can do here but either bait or try to get the case and make a heroic play, but he has people below him, people above him, and all he has to do now is hope he can get a kill. Mozzie still playing heavy on the verticality. Everybody seeming to be focused on the cigar breach. And as of right now, it looks like this round is completely over. 27 seconds and the clock is running. And as of right now, the first round goes towards VoiD in a very, very nice sweep. Call this guy the baiter of doom, but honestly, what else could you expect when your whole team's dead and you're left by yourself with only 2 megs left in the pocket? And Jaeger trying to get aggressive here, and the Ash is just gonna run out the clock with a kill in the pocket, not giving them the satisfaction of a near flawless round. Sorry, boys, was just confirming the audio. We go right on to the first floor for VoiD as they will take care of reading room next. Everybody loves a good reading room play. If you can hold it correctly, it's an absolute defender's haven when they can just relax, wait, and get their kills on the board while running out the clock. Hollow on the TCSG. Cade must have smoked some sort of crack before he started playing today. But with this castle setup, nothing can really go wrong, as you have the verticality, you have all of the annoying windows taken care of, and you basically just have a very good hold on site. Miami Neon kind of getting surprised, getting smacked instantly that first game. Now, what they have to do here, correct themselves, find that first round and a response to show they're not a team to just be toyed around with, because once you get that first round, it's much easier to get yourself on the board consistently. But right now, the way we know how VoiD plays, they'll be in for a good ass whooping if they don't find that leeway and that footing for a bit. Runner from the Cade looks to find a body, but as of right now, not a single attacker is in his vicinity. What the hell? Flores seemingly thinking he's the defender, holographic on end, and Irish is going to get caught off guard in this crossfire while going for it, and that is just patience executed to a T, as the Cade will get taken care of. C4 in hand, and he's burned the utility off as well, and that's a beautiful first pick for the man himself, Bedmite. Heads held up high, as this round is definitely going better than the last for Neon, and all they got to do is proceed to build up here. The verticality, it has not been brought. They have the Buck as the soft breacher, but he seems to not be interested at all, as he's looking for a direct line of sight. And now, what's going to happen? Nomad being brought for the flank watch, but honestly, what can you really expect to happen when you have to deal with this site with no verticality? Honestly, you just win your ones and get in the building, as we're seeing Kit take care of Ak. And this round is definitely getting a little bit more spicy, and it's looking a lot better for Miami Neon as they're starting to play a little bit better. Man runs in through pillar. Ash located and gets absolutely taken care of in 5 seconds. Ozzy falls next. And now Bedmite looking to keep his team on the board. Gets 1, gets 2. He's fully in sight. The question is, where's his teammate? Stingray looking for a flank, can't win his gunfight. It looks like we're talking about that roundup response, but a quick pre-fire from DCAG and another reaction just takes the face off of Bedmite. 1vx situation. The case is in the hands of the man who can just plant in the site, but DCAG does have a C4 in hand. All he has to do is take care of the Nomad. But what can he do in a situation like this? Tries to rotate around, try to get that time, the isolations. All you got to do here, boil the clock, as DCAG goes for something a little smarter here. Anybody who runs across this is going to be fried, but that pre-fire just shows a different level of elite, as Kit will take care of him. And that's a response round, just the very next round, without any time being wasted and not with a sliver of doubt in their mind. Beautiful response coming in here from Neon, as wow, they completely disregarded the verticality and just went directly on the site. And honestly, that adaptation to a play is exactly what you look for in a team that wants to get themselves back on the board. VoiD attempting this site yet again, same roster, no changes except the Melusi in for the Valkyrie. As you can also see, Neon completely taking another approach, and they're going to be bringing the verticality operator. You think they're going to be also taking a different approach, meaning we're going to be in for an interesting round here, as both teams are going to try two different attacks and defenses. As we'll set us on to the round, Lai with the 417 has made himself available on the roster, and you don't see people derive from that 417 just because of how broken a gun it is, but he's going to prefer the V308, honestly. Personal preference online, but he's such a powerful operator that's so underrated, so we don't really see him integrated as much. Ram making her position known very fast and getting some verticality, but directly onto the site. First frag does go in favor of Stingrays. He contests the line off the windows, and a quick refrag by Fedmite will take care of him through the run out. He tried to get aggressive, but it honestly ended out in a 1-1 trade. You lost the man who can give you live pings, but in trade, you got rid of the man with the castles. I don't know if that's a W trade, but everybody can take a small victory where they can get them. Molly looking to get lucky off the hatches, but as of right now, their team is at a little bit of a stalemate as they have to deal with the more utility with no essential pressure on the man or the people that are upstairs because of their lying passing away. Sledge making very good use of that hammer and getting that direct pressure on, going upside down, not to risk any death. Boots on the ground as the Nomad land with the 0 and start to make their way towards Ticket and Cigar. Quick reaction by the Ram will take care of Irish, and you got to expect that. It's not castled off. Why think you're safe? And that is the body's advantage in the favor of Neon again. Make me eat my words. Quick refrag by Chills, and he's back in sight like nothing ever happened. One ping by Ak gives the heads up that they are coming in through Ticket. We might see somebody get a Frostman here as it is hidden. Who will make that dire mistake of going to the right? Pressure still from the Ram on the windows, and right now, only one man on the vert. Trying to shoot the Goyos. Can he fall off without getting finished? Right now, he's temporarily safe, and they don't know he's downed. The question is, who can get over to him in a mannerly fashion by the time these Vulcans run out? They eventually will have to know that he is downed, and you have to crawl as far and as fast as you can before they realize. Make your way and make your way fast. That's exactly what Chills will do while his teammate watches the cross. He's safe for res. The 0 cam does go down, but the question is where, as he will get ran at full speed. Go for the res. He'll get picked up by one, but quickly refragged. That's a beautiful bait, honestly. Went for a res, but it was a nice refrag. Melusi does hear the man swing. Perfect headshot by Ak here, and that is game sense to another level. 10 seconds boiling. Kid is in sight with the case, but there's two bodies and his teammate is downed. I don't hear the word impossible, but I do know something is difficult. You see the head of the Melusi, but you just cannot see it, and it looks like this round will be over as he will stick the plant, but the question is, can you do it in time? And that is not possible as you are picked up by the Goyo. And we are soon to move into a technical pause after a beautiful readaptation by VoiD and getting their bodies. That res just single-handedly saved the round and gave them the one in advance. Beautiful first game, but honestly, with the amount of bugs known to Ubisoft right now, the frames bug, the sound bug, you know what is wrong with this game, but we don't have to go to a break because DCAG is just on top of things. We'll pick his operator and we will be soon right back into the show, honestly, with not a single second wasted as both of these teams know what they want to do and they're doing it absolutely beautifully. We'll get right back up to Cocktail and Bar. It has been 2-3 rounds. That means we are able to go back up here. And as of right now, Tachanka was not on my chopping block. We're going to see 2 shields instead of the none they brought last time around. So we'll be in again for an interesting game. Right now, both teams are really showing us the best versions of themselves. VoiD knows exactly what they want to do. They have the image of the essential setups, and it's working for them. And their quick way to just readapt to a setup is beautiful. A little confusing, though. I haven't seen them integrate Azami into this roster. She's not banned. She's allowed to be here. The question is, why haven't they brought her? And why haven't they prioritized that body that is just too nice? And I have completely went out the map for some reason. Get a load of stick drift. Castle learning from the bigger mistakes, but they are upstairs, so you can prefer that Castle. First kill goes to a man attempting to spawn peek. Irish trying that. Lightning doesn't strike twice, and he gets picked off very easily. Tachanka's now gone. All Shmikas go down with him, and that is an essential piece of denial you've lost. One other roamer, and it will be the Doc trying to interfere with the quick plays of Freezer. Pre-fire is going to lead to his death, but they are just watching the windows and playing the time as of right now. It's all about boiling down that clock, and honestly, why run out again if your teammate just got fried? Stingray goes down shortly just to a Claymore, and he's no longer on the board. Trying to get lucky with C4 to no avail. He'll down somebody, can't finish the job. And right now, VoiD put in a little bit of a tricky situation as they've lost 3 bodies in a turn for a C4 kill. And the shotgun can do a good amount of damage if executed correctly. And this is how to execute it correctly. But right now, you're put in a horrible spot where you have to let one man do everything. The attackers have an absolute grasp on site that is just honestly a dream. Getting access to Cigar, they're getting access to almost everything they want. And Echo is their only chance at denying the plant or just go for their straight frags. Minute 13 on the clock, and surprisingly, not a single person goes on the River Docks windows to add some pressure. Frags will roll in, try to find that utility, because that Jammer and Shield are going to be disrupting a lot, but they won't connect with either. Nobody, surprisingly, is going to assume the position of that shield. And right now, the attackers put in a horrible spot as they still don't have control of that shield. And Echo all the way backed up in his sight alongside with this mute. A pick is needed. 44 seconds as the clock is just starting to run down. And Echo needs to get involved here as the attackers are just making magic happen. They're put in a horrible situation. Chills threads the needle with one, but shortly goes down to Kit. And now it's Ak left in the 1v4. In bathroom, a little bit of ring around the rosy, this and that, he'll get the down. Nomad, wrapping, but the plant's gonna go down regardless, and you know you downed him. Quick reaction, but not a quick shot, and it will lead to his demise. 2 all on the board as they have a response of their own, and that will be Neon for a round of their own. And now, this is where both teams start to give responses for each other. They know what they want, how they want it, and it's honestly why we watch first group stages, because these guys are giving us a show to watch. They'll go Bakery for the first time, and I'm interested to see how they'll hold it down. They're a great team, honestly, alongside with Neon. I've encountered Neon first, all the way back when I first started casting, and they were really good. They had Watson. I always wonder what's happened to him, but haven't been a long time supporter of this team. I just know of them. Very good alongside with VoiD. It's an amazing matchup. They know what they want to do. A map such as Cafe can only go one of 2 ways. Overtime or a blowout. Or it's just a little bit of back and forth. That's exactly what we're seeing here. Again, not a single Azami has been brought by VoiD, and you have to question, are they going to regret this when they switch on to the phase of attack? Because honestly, she's that operator that gives you that cigar control, and we've seen them struggling with that cigar control, honestly. And right now, we'll see how they'll handle downstairs with no Azami. One of those operators that you don't really need for downstairs. Blitz sends being integrated. Are we going to see a rush plant? Can openers are not going to be in store, so it looks like they will just be going for certain doors, as Bakery is not going to have a rotate. They're going to be in for a little bit of a surprise when they realize the no hard breachers on the roster is going to be a little bit difficult. No castle makes things a little bit easier, but they're still going to be in for an interesting round. Not a single man to aid in Bakery as he gets fully cleared. The pressure coming in from the Ram as she fully assumes control. Blitz getting stunned by the Echo, but he has a full backup of his team. Somebody help the Blitz. You're literally letting the man get assaulted. What is his team doing? He actually gets a frag before he goes night-night, and that is a horrible display of teamwork. This Blitz just got assaulted 6 ways to Sunday, and not a single reaction by his team until he was dead. Shanked in the back into no avail as a minute 45 seconds run, and honestly a beautiful pick to get rid of that Blitz. 2 bodies sacrificed as they've lost Bakery control, but they've led some damage on the kit. They've taken care of that shield op, and the walls aren't gonna get opened because there's no soft breacher. Why are we swinging when the mans are already on the differential? Not the best of ideas. Taking some damage, dealing more as she'll take care of Big Stingray, and Zofia looking to take care of Prep as Vigil will be the next obstacle for her. Takes care of one, has more to deal with in Cope, completely unaware there's a man swinging from close. Mozzie taking care of business. Another man coming in from Prep. Can you react fast enough? Free fire to no connection, but they've gotten themselves back on the board as they've completely tossed the lead, and now they're going to funnel in from Bakery. Prep insight has all been given to Molly and Ozzy, and the question is, what is the Mozzie going to do about this? As the Twitch turns her attention, C4, LeBron to no avail, and they have to choose the case or the bait. Sens completely forgetting what an objective is, and they know where the Twitch is. All they got to do here is clamp her, but not good enough. Twitch just running down the clock, and honestly, that's exactly what you need. Hearing the man hop in, you need to get the defuse gone, done and dusted. 20 seconds left, and it's all about what can you do for a situation like this. Slowly turning the corner. 15 seconds, you gotta stick it here or call it a day, as she will sprint, look for it. And honestly, what a bait and what a readaptation. What a flex by Twitch. What you can do, I can do better. You get 3 bodies in response and I'll win the round for my team. And a very narrow win here for Miami Neon as things are starting to get closer. Beautiful first couple of rounds. The competitive edge of both of these teams is really showing, and it's absolutely beautiful. Their last defensive round, they can either choose to tie this or take to attack 2 rounds down. Upstairs, struggled once, but won the other. And honestly, we're going to be in for an interesting game. If they can find that round, if they can tie it 3-3, we will be in for an absolutely amazing end. Checking corners, hoping nobody spawn peeking, and honestly it would be better for them as they've won 90% of their spawn peeks, as Irish and DCAG have gotten picked off from the easier windows very early on into the round. No head hose. This is interesting. I like to see the different setups. No freezer rotate, no head hose, no shield, no bueno at all actually, and the wall of Bakery is going to be soft, and they have 4 spare reinforcements. Making it easier for the Vigil to play Vert as Ash uses his first charge instead of just shooting the jammer simply, but to each their own. Mute having the protection of this castle to be able to play and ticket without fearing the pressure from the windows. DK all by himself downstairs, only the Ash to worry about, but she's just watching that door downstairs, and we've managed to get the bug. Gotta love Ubisoft, guys. It's absolutely beautiful. So what is a man to do in this situation? Ah, thank you, Ubisoft, for gracing us with your presence. Ash, using her breaches, has one left in the pocket and will use that one to get rid of that ticket breach. The castles have now been popped. The pressure is now on. Freezer being reinforced allows a little bit more leeway, but they need to take care of this Ash before this Mute gets pressured into a situation he can't get out of. Flashes are raining in. The attackers are looking to get rid of this one man, and they look to make that happen as Habana watches the cross and looks to get active. C4 no longer in hand. Shotgun will connect. You can never contest that. Stingray getting a contest and getting a kill as well. 3 to 5 with 40 seconds left, and it looks like they're in a good situation here. Boots on the ground, part 2, as one tries to walk into Cigar, gets picked off, easily finished off by the impact. Vigil right back on the vertical play. 2v5, and right now, the defenders have completely sealed out any push to Cigar. You have to ask, where was this a couple of rounds ago? Staying as that main line of defense and standing strong. Case not in hand, Capitao. Narrowly avoiding that flawless by taking care of DKEG, but shot in the back very easily. And that will be 3-3 as they switch on to attack. Upstairs will be their first choice of poison. Again, no Azami. Is Azami someone frowned upon? I'm confused. Maestro being seen for the first time is going to be an interesting pick, and I'm going to be excited to see how it'll be integrated. Freezer being double reinforced. These teams just do not like having Freezer heddles with the shield. Interesting hold and sets up for an interesting game. Right now, we're seeing the Valkyrie being brought. Something we didn't see from Miami, or from VoiD, my apologies, but we do know how both teams love to prioritize that vert connection. It just really goes to show how important this one room is to getting control of site. Cigar, just an absolute beautiful pathway, either to get into the site or take the important rooms that surround it. Whether you have a C4 below or whether you're just watching it through a vert hole, it's absolutely imperative you have a man down there. Drone economy is actually looking spectacular for the attackers. 2 drones being shot 1 minute into the round is absolutely beautiful. IQ is on the board, making it even harder. She's caught on a drone as IQ is going to be solely tasked with finding this Valkyrie, making it very easy as well. Valkyrie by herself on the 2nd floor, staying boots on the ground, no mute in ticket or CS, and now it'll be a free access as he doesn't even have to worry about bathroom as it's fully taken off as well. First kill to DKEG, manages to get in the site. That's 2, almost getting the 3rd, but quickly reacted by Bed. Wow, that crosshair was lining up for a 3rd kill. He's gotten 2 kills. Irish making it worse. No C4 now from below as Bed might takes care of business. Gets the refrag, but honestly not fast enough as you've lost 3 imperative bodies. Very crucial operators. You've lost your Valk and your Maestro. Mute has C4 in the pocket before he fell. And these defenders are going to be put in a horrible situation, as we've seen a similar situation. Whoa, up, down, left, right aim, as he has to choose. Bed has the flank of Doom. Gridlock sitting close in the corner, and he's going to choose Asylum rather than aggression. Flores is boots on the ground. The Vulcan gets picked off, and he's dealing damage via frag grenade. And the Goyo will drop the hatch. Cade located in the deep freezer. 1 getting taken care of downstairs, and the rest getting taken care of, finishing off the job and cleaning up what's left, taking care of the freezer. Cade taken care of, and a little bit of toxicity showing you from the Flores. What a round coming in here from VoiD, and what an execute, really. Next round, they're not taking 2 losses upstairs as they're instantly going to switch things up and go downstairs. Beautiful round. Beautiful play by DK. I still don't know why the hell he was allowed to rappel in with no repercussions, but they'll take downstairs. Again, no Azami. But they will have 2 forms of projectile denies, and now you're going to have to wonder what's the plan. Every single team looks for a spawn peek, and it's absolutely hilarious. But the same exact play is going to be seen, but this time with the roles reversed. This time, the bakery rotate is going to make it easier to get into sight and get back into sight. Both teams have the advantage of having this singular door open. Right now, a bunch of pressure being dealt to the Swamai. Quick refrag as they'll take care of Irish. Not quite the same man, but it is the gridlock that you needed to get rid of. A Doxton waiting for him as well. And what are you looking for? It's to no avail, but honestly, Echo can handle things by himself as he'll take care of Blue and take care of the prep door. And now the attacker is left in a little bit of a tough situation as they have lost their shield. Ace walking in, taking care of business again. That's Kit gone. That's a double kill for the man himself. The shield op did fall, but they still have Bakery, and now the stakes are all tied up. Not a single man in the A site. Echo is the only man wedging them as everybody else is playing way more passive, and 2 people trying to funnel in from Bakery, and the third is droning out Small Bakery looking to get lucky. 1 tap by Chills. An execution takes care of Ozzy, and they're allowed to just walk in. DKG is that man that'll get aggressive and all up in your face very quickly. Jaeger trying to run across and get things done as he will go for the swing. Echo Sonar does miss, and now that is an absolute blunder on how to use your utility. The plant's gonna go down successfully. DKG looking to get lucky with the pistol, and a headshot to the Chrome Dome will do exactly that. VoiD for 2 rounds in a row now, and they have found their footing, their lead, and they're 1 round shy away from match point. What a game, really, from both teams, but right now, VoiD has just taken the show, picked it up, and completely ran away with it. The obvious outliers, these attacks are way better than the defenses, and they know exactly what the objective and what the plan is in mind. VoiD literally adapts to everything. Neon tries to switch it up, and they just cannot find anything. Their attacks were beautiful, but they're starting to fall short a little bit very clearly. Mid-floor hold will be used again, but no castle. You'd have to think Neon has a death wish. How do you expect to deal with the pressure from all those windows with a little bit of an open concept, as it'll have no interest of holding Cocktail or Heaven, I would hope, because that looks like a death trap and a shield with the quick escape of the hatch. Kind of curious to see how this is going to be played out. Molly has a very easy kill in the head. Never mind, it's shotgun v shotgun, but his shotgun does more damage and make it make sense if they're both using the same thing. But Molly will get the first kill onto Irish, and I know some obvious anger is going to be used, but the quick work of the Kona station is going to get him back up to 100 HP if he doesn't get hit. Deimos getting taken care of, not the greatest starter place, but right now they have the ability to get in the site and get things done. T-Bird just camping out in the trains, looking to get a first pick here. Might have the element of surprise, but she's holding a long angle while DCAG is just wrapping around her, and she completely has no idea. What are you doing, Myth? He gets the access into sight. Almost a second. Quick reaction by Molly to get himself back on the board, but Stingray has gotten himself upstairs and done. But why are you not checking behind the shield? What possibly could be more important than that, as they manage to recontrol Vert, and they might fall from below as Bandit deals a good amount of damage. And wow, DCAG had the play to no play, and now he's gone. Ak is left to drone. He's the only one left at 100 HP, but now Chills will be receiving Konas from the T-Bird and will progressively get back up to 100 HP. All stationary as they wait. The stim's still in the pocket. Not a single one has been used in 55 seconds. Things needed to be done. There's 40 seconds. The clock is running down. You need to do something here. That's a gun, buddy. Pre-firing a light bulb. And as of now, 30 seconds. It's just getting ran down progressively. Chills back up to 100 HP. But he needs to get something done now. 25. And there's just really just trying to get that vert kill. Two v two as he does get that vert kill. Finally gets authoritative. Why is nobody watching this plant? Mute still has that C4. Doc going for the vert. And maybe they'll be expecting that, but maybe he can stick it as well. The C4 could be tossed, but is it going to be tossed in time? No, no, no. Quick reactions, gets the plant down, and they're out of the site like nothing ever happened. The Doc's upstairs, and I think he was heard. He's closing down in the site. Kit has stims. He's waiting. He's trying to get things done. Wow, a pre-fire from Absolute Doom. 2 flashes in the pocket and 20 seconds left. Can he make magic happen? No need to plant. And the flash raining out. Honestly, this round is over, and that will be match point. What a quick adaptation by VoiD. Match point, and they are going to be in for a beautiful, beautiful next round. Can VoiD open up their season with 3 points, or is Neon going to make them have to fight a little bit harder? Because this game, beautiful. Now we're seeing VoiD absolutely just wake up and find what they need to find. Too much passiveness will lead to your demise. That's exactly what we just saw. They waited, and they waited until they couldn't wait any longer. That's exactly what just happened for them to lose that round. VoiD making sure they don't fall victim to their own moves of a spawn peek. And first kill goes to Badmite, as he will take care of the spawn peek. And that is one of the ones you just hate to die to. It's not all that common, and it's not all that easy to counter if you're not coming in from the other side. Myth taking some damage. No Doc this time for the first time in a couple of rounds. He's not going to be brought. The hell is Maestro shooting at? Oh, that's what he's shooting at. Maestro no longer has one of his evil eyes, leaving 2. Very thankful he has that buff, as this floor is going to continue to reap that utility. No feed holes, as they will prioritize getting rid of utility. And Ace, again, boots on ground. Stingray in the site. What are you guys doing? This isn't why you want free points. You started off so well, but that's 3 kills for Stingray as he's reaping. Can he get the 4th? He's on the ace and quickly denied by the mute, but it looks like this game is over. What a round by the man Stingray to close it out for himself. And wow, absolutely beautiful. Is he going home here with a notch on his back? A good job, and I managed to reap. The diffuser will go down regardless, and the round will be ended out by no other and none other than the man Chills, and that is the game to VoiD. What a play by Sting. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. And honestly, screenshot that if you need that, whoever is doing the screenshot confirmations. What a game to VoiD. Honestly, so well deserved. What a game. I don't have any way to manually switch it because my stream deck is manually tweaking for some reason. So we're gonna have another stream in literally 2 minutes. I gotta reset my PC real quick. Everybody have a great night. We'll be back with the CC playoffs. Sorry I can't analyze this a little bit longer. I hope you guys have a great night, and we'll be back literally as soon as